Well, good morning. It is Sunday, September the 11th of 2022. Hope you had a great week last week, and I pray that you'll have a great week this week. Well, as I think I've mentioned before, I'm starting to play handball on a fairly regular basis. The individual that I play with is back. He'd had a nerve block. He's got a bulging disc in his back. But anyway, so we've been playing and on a fairly regular basis, and we were playing this past Friday. And I actually managed to win the first game. I think it was 21-15. And then, so we played another one, and I was actually ahead 17-4. And we played a 21. And so all I needed was four more points. Four more points. And I never scored again. It beat me 21-17. And several times during his comeback, I kept reminding myself, watch the ball. Because as the soldier told Forrest Gump, when Forrest was learning how to play ping pong, one of his fellow soldiers grabbed a ping pong ball and put it in Forrest's face, and he says, the most important thing, never, ever take your eye off the ball. And that's also very, very important when you play handball. And I have, through the years, developed this horrible habit of when I'm about ready to hit the ball, instead of watching the ball hit my hand, I look up to the front wall. And a lot of times I hit the ball, or sometimes I just miss it entirely. And so I was reminding myself, watch the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Watch the ball hit your hand. But anyway, we had a good time, good exercise, and then he beat me in the tiebreaker. That wasn't hard at all. But anyway, had fun, had some good exercise. But I got to thinking about that admonition to watch the ball, keep your eye on the ball, and how it relates to life. And I'm sure it's always been this way, but it seems especially so in this day and age. It is so easy to get distracted. There are so many things going on. Most of us have a cell phone, and we keep it with us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's dinging, it's ringing, it's making different kinds of sounds. It's just hard sometimes to not be distracted and to keep our eye on the ball, to keep our eye on what's important. And when we get distracted and when we take our eye off the ball, when we get distracted by the things of life, and it's not so much that we tend to forget that we're children of God, but we let other things get in the way of doing what's most important. And that is being the salt and light that God has called us to be. Handball is just a game, and I understand, but it's important to keep your eye on the ball when you're playing handball. Christianity is a lifestyle. Christianity is a life of service to one another because we appreciate the service that God has provided us through his son Jesus and through his Spirit. And we need to keep our eye on the ball. We need to remember what's important and not get distracted by the everyday things of life. And so let me encourage you this week. Keep your eye on the ball. Watch the ball. Remember what's important and keep your eye on that. Well, I pray that you'll have a great week.